see if I can. Come on, camera. Look at it. Ooh. And it's tasty too. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to Rara's Aisha, where we're making cruelty-free food fashionable. Last time before I was going to Disneyland, I was looking up like tips and tricks and things to do in Disneyland, and also like where all the good vegan food is. I stumbled upon a YouTube video where the YouTuber was talking about how you can request any recipe that they serve and make on the grounds. So when I went to the park on the very last day, I only really wanted the gumbo recipe. I love this gumbo as long as I can remember. When I was pre-vegan, I used to get the steak gumbo, and that used to be my favorite thing in the park. I loved how they had the little Tabasco sauces. I loved the sourdough bread bowls. I just loved everything about it. And then when I went vegan, I was really upset about that idea of not having it again. And then I found out their vegetarian gumbo in Disneyland is vegan. So when I went, I ate it, and I was very happy. I actually didn't eat it in the park, because the best way I like to enjoy food is like at home, or like at where I'm staying. Because my favorite place to eat like is in bed. Like I love eating in bed. So I haven't actually tried the recipe yet. So this is gonna be the first time I'm trying it. It's gonna be with you guys, so it's gonna be very exciting. I know this gumbo is really big in the vegan community. For when they go to Disneyland, it's always one of the top spots. You know, you have to, if it's a vegan at Disneyland, you have to get the Dole Whip and you have to get the vegan gumbo. It's just something you have to do when you go to the parks. So let's get started. So I have my recipe, I have the ingredients, so let's get to the kitchen and start cooking. So let's go ahead and start with the celery. I'm gonna do about 5 stalks. These are like pre-cut, it's the only ones I could find at Target. We're gonna dice it. So instead of just going in like that, we're gonna go ahead and split it down the middle before we go in and cut the rest. I don't really care for celery that much, but I like them better than carrots, so there's that. I don't know, they're so plain. It's not like broccoli where I'm content with just the vegetable. With celery, you need to have it with something fattening. Like you need to have it with ranch or like a nice dip. Cut this one in. So they're all little pieces. And if you have the full stalk, make sure you remember to cut off the ends. You don't need the ends. But yeah, I used to eat the steak gumbo when I wasn't vegan, because I just loved that gumbo so much. I know it's not traditional. It's definitely not as spicy as I usually like it, but they have the little individual packets of Tabasco sauce, so you can make it as spicy as you want, and I've always loved that. Got my bowl so I can put my celery, and then I'm gonna dice the onions, and then we're gonna throw the onions in. I also got a sourdough little round to put it in to make it all authentic and feel like I'm really there. I love sourdough. Sourdough is my favorite by far. Okay, we got our onions, and we're gonna make a roux. So roux is just like a thickening agent. But we're gonna go ahead and fry this up with some butter. We're gonna need about 2 tablespoons. So let's get that. That's like 1. That's like 2. Might as well put the whole thing in there. So I'm gonna do like a little bit more than 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna make a roux. So I put the butter over there. I'm gonna put the flour, and we're gonna put our little mixture. Put that over by a frying station. Get that going on, yes, yes, yes. Ooh, you hear that? It's starting. The magic is happening. And it is magic because it's Disneyland. Fun fact, I would not be alive without Disneyland. My parents actually met waiting in line for the Matterhorn. It's still melting a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this. Ooh. Oh yeah. But yeah, it was back when at the Matterhorn, you would sit in someone's lap. Now it's like you sit by yourself. It's obviously not like that anymore. But yeah, back in the day, if you didn't know, you would sit in someone's lap. My mom was with her friend, my dad was with his friend, and I guess their friends started talking and flirting. They're like, oh, you should sit with me. And then my dad turned to my mom and was like, guess I'm stuck with you. And then they got married. It's a Disney love story. Hey, Ken. Hi. So we're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of flour we're gonna add. Let's sprinkle. It's snowing. You don't want it to clump up in one area or else it'll be kind of hard to thicken up. Woo. Add a little bit, sprinkle. It's Christmas. Who else was like super into the season of South Park this year? I was very much into it, especially the Christmas hanky, the Christmas poo, and how they messed with the Brett Kavanaugh case. Right? I loved it. It was so well done. Like I said, it was a bad joke. I never claim my impressions were funny. I do them, but they're not good or funny. So sorry about that, guys. And you're gonna want to do some vegetable broth. I'm better than me, I'm gonna like turn this, mix this with some water. So I think I'm gonna do like 2 nice big dollops of it. So yeah, so you would just mix in the vegetable stock if that's what you have at this moment, but I have to kind of make my own right now, so that's what I'm doing. I'm only added a little bit of the water for now. So I also want to add some chopped tomatoes now. I have about 4 smaller tomatoes here. I have about a cup of frozen okra. I'm probably going to do a little bit more because some came out of the bag, so I'm going to probably just toss that in there too. Got the okra in there. We have 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Ooh. 1 teaspoon and a sprinkle. I don't like... What does that smell remind me of? White pepper smells really gross to me. I mean, in recipes it doesn't turn out bad, but if you just go in and smell it, it smells like... It smells like animal, like dirty animal. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, but I'm gonna probably do more. I like it spicy, so I'm probably gonna add some Tabasco sauce. Ooh, I want my makeup. We good. We blinded. This is probably the most important ingredient. Ooh, focus. There we go. Gumbo file. You're gonna need some of that. You're gonna need a tablespoon of that. Blend that in. Yeah, it's definitely becoming thicker. I'm gonna add more water now. I added about 12 ounces already. I'll add another 12 and see how I feel. And the recipe says salt to taste, but you know this bitch loves garlic salt. So what's what we're gonna do instead of regular salt? Because I realize I don't even have regular salt. I depend on this so much that I don't even use regular salt anymore. I think you could use some like tomato paste, so I might just toss some in. I'm gonna put in a dollop. It's not looking like quite as red as the Disneyland one, so I'm like, maybe add another dollop. Maybe another one. This is looking good. Look at that. Okay, let me add the water. I keep forgetting. Another 12 ounces. That looks so good. So, this is only, okay, we need to bring it to a boil, apparently, and just let it simmer for 15 minutes. I feel like it could do some good if it was a little bit longer. So, I don't know. We might cook it for longer. Let that thicken up. The 4 tomatoes that I asked for is not enough. Cut tomatoes on it, so it could have meant maybe like a can. It didn't really say that though, so like it made me think it was fresh. But yeah, now we're getting the nice color that we see at Disneyland, yeah? Let that sit a little bit. It doesn't even need Tabasco sauce. It has a really nice kick to it. It's so good. It's so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my goodness, guys, it looks so good. I put it in my little sourdough bread. Oh my goodness. See if I can do this properly. See if I can do. Come on, camera. Look at it. Ooh. And it's tasty too. Okay. And now, let's taste it. It's a lot more chunkier than the one at Disneyland because I didn't really cut up the okra that much smaller. I'm happy. It is super good. It has a nice kick to it because I added extra cayenne pepper, but so freaking good. You guys need to try it. Only thing I would change is maybe like before serving it, go through it with the immersion blender just to like get it all like a little bit smoother and just avoid like the bigger chunks. But yeah, I think blending up the onions would be really nice. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that you guys came today. Please subscribe and like below. I really like when you guys like my videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye. Or we can do the dramatic goodbye. Thanks for coming, guys. See you next time. Bye. Oh, I fell.